Hi, guys. I don't know what's going on with all my videos are all bugged today. I don't know what the heck that was about. Hi. I think I have to update my stuff. But hi, guys. How's everyone doing? Happy New Year. Oh, boy. Welcome to the first stream of the year. How's everyone been? I know it's been a while. How are you guys all been? Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. Guys ready? Excited? Sweet. Okay. Okay. Well, I see a couple first timers, which is cool. We're doing OCs today. Which means where it's more discussion based, less so drawing. So I hope you guys are ready to talk about some characters. We'll see how long I go for. I have like a lot of work to do. So I might have to end the stream earlier than normal. Cause I've kind of, with all the holidays, I like didn't start the thing, and then I have something that's due in like 5 days. And I still have work, and it's like, okay. So my time management skills are great, aren't they? But we're doing OC crits. If you want to follow along, you can go to the Discord to see where I'm starting from. So, oh, thank you for the sub. Is my alert box not working? That's weird. So, what was I talking about? I was talking about where you can follow. Oh yeah, you can follow on the Discord. So I'm probably gonna screenshot like what they say and whatnot. Just some basic things like for OCs. If there's not info given on the character, I can't really talk about them, because the whole point of this, it's like you're trying to pitch. Imagine you're trying to pitch your idea as like a real show to somebody, right? Like I need the basic groundwork to work with. So if I'm not given groundwork, also I don't want to read essays, so I'm not gonna be doing ones that like take forever to read. So just keep that in mind, guys. I'm like very picky. And also you'll notice there's so many submissions, and I'm still in October. Yeah, I'm still in October. So I kind of have to be picky, or else we're not going to get through any of these. So like just keep that in mind. If you're here and you didn't know this, submissions are actually closed currently, so you cannot submit anything new right now. Will they open again? I don't actually know. I'm gonna be like pausing my stream schedule at the end of this month, February. Come February, we're gonna kind of change up the schedule. So it really depends on what my life looks like next month. But if you don't know, I tried a new type of stream once that was more like we learn together, and I kind of want to do more of those because I think those are better than the critique ones. Just I think I have more fun too. We do those, so look for more of those in the future. So if you guys want to do some like classroom art stuff as a group, we're gonna be doing those. So with that in mind, I'm gonna pull up the first one and get started. Yay! So. Okay, this is from DJs. Let me screenshot this bad boy. So I also like to screenshot like the information so we can all look at it together. I seeing a bunch of returning names. I'm glad you guys came back. I know it's been so long. I was like, are they gonna forget about me if I just don't stream for a while? All right. Okay. All right. So let's look at this character. This is Crystal. She's based on some emojis. Okay, I see it. Trans, a little loud, spoken goofball who hangs out with her friends every day. She's shy and quiet, but around her friends she's bubbly and loud. Okay. She loves fashion Everything with a rainbow on it. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm reading it. It's so tiny. Hold on. I'm like trying to read the world's smallest text. Okay. Best in people, she blinds, damage, blah, what about, okay. I lost my place. She loves fashion and all things. Rainbows. She sees the best in people, but blinds her into seeing faults, not seeing faults. Putting her in bad situations. It's set in college. Hollywood Dream 2000s. What does that mean? Okay. Sure. I'm trying to decipher it. Anthro animal, fictional, okay. Okay, still expanding the story. Her outfit could use something or lose something, or the face looks off because of the snout. Okay, so they just want like basic foundational work. Okay. Let's take a look at this character. So just if you guys don't know, for the OC crit one, we don't really talk about things like anatomy and things like that here. We mainly just talk about like the look of a character. So keep that in mind. Yeah. And like if they're reading well. So I want a grayscale real quick. All right, it's not that bad. They're like a unicorn, right? Ears should be on the side. I don't know if that is necessary because they are a horse. So the ears being on the top of the head makes sense. Let me copy this. I wonder if instead there's just other ways to make it more readable. I think, yeah, who said it? Holiday said it. It doesn't feel like the ears are attached. And I think that we could fix that pretty easily. So with the fro, if you added like this, like the hair puff, right? You know what I mean? Look more like a cow. Oh, okay, I can see that. I think it has to do with the spots. I only said unicorn because of the horn, right? Okay, having those little puffs can help. Let me move the thingy. Let me see. Does it state what they are? Yeah, unicorn. It has a unicorn emoji. So it is a unicorn. Yeah, the spots definitely give cow. Was there spots in the... No, there was not spots in there. So I wonder... Hold on. I think for the hoops are fun. A lot of the times if you see a piercing on like an animal's ear, they come from like a higher up, right? Am I wrong? Isn't that true? They're usually like up here. More so. Yes or no? Isn't that more of a thing that people do? I've seen like... Maybe. I don't know too much about like furries. Just like what art I've seen. Yeah, it's where they put tags on cows. Yeah, so I feel like maybe putting the hoops, mine are really bad. But maybe putting the hoops higher up could make them feel like they belong. I wonder if... Because I wonder if the hoops are even doing anything. Okay, bear with me. I feel like big hoop earrings would work if they didn't have so much afro. Because I feel like the silhouette of the afro, like the hoops being on the inside, isn't adding to the silhouette of the character, right? Usually when you see hoops on a character, they're gonna like come out and they're gonna add like a huge shape. But that's just giant, right? That doesn't really make any sense for like outfit wise. So I think that maybe the silhouette of the like if we're thinking character silhouette, I feel the afro is awesome and strong. So the earrings like on the inside, they're not adding much. I wonder if you can do like smaller ones, like studs or something, maybe. Like I don't want to say get rid of earrings, but like something that doesn't like isn't, I don't know, hoop earrings to me are something you add to like really push that silhouette. They look so stupid. Okay. I I also wonder, with that same thing in mind, if things like the horn can be bigger, right? Like, why not? Because that'll also push the silhouette more. Beautiful. Well, we can grab the silhouette in a second once I get past it, but I think that could help. Okay, so yeah, definitely pushing the horn more. Okay. I love big hair, so I'm a fan of that. But I wonder if this pose could be edited a little so that we can see more of the, like the again, I'm thinking silhouette here, right? A puff at the bottom. Ooh, okay. If we just move the arm down a little bit to give there more space on the afro to like read. That's good. I like the space. Space helps. Something important for everyone. The negative space in like a pose and stuff is just as important as the positive space. So all the like the gaps in the stuff on things, right, will help enhance a pose. And it's really important you get like a strong pose for your character, because the silhouette of like a pose can really help say a lot about a character, and also make them readable. If your silhouette is readable, then it's a strong design. What else? Clips in the hair. That would be cute. I like that. I think that could add like to the rainbow thing too. They had like little berets and stuff of different colors. Look at her. I don't know. That is kind of cute. It adds more rainbow too. Shape. Oh, you know what would be cute? If they're also in her tail. Oh. Yes. Beautiful. So many clips. Somebody said something else about a puff. Puff at the bottom of the horn. Oh, yes, you're right. My bad. I was like trying to figure out what that meant. I was like, the bottom? I was thinking like the top of the horn. There we go. Poofy. That is how you get it to look like it lives inside the hair. What else? Anybody else say anything? Horse ears are more egg oval shaped than triangles. I don't know. I feel like the My Little Pony characters had pretty triangular ears, right? Hints of the they stated that it's a trans girl, which, yeah, I mean, I feel like using that emoji for a design, I mean, is just kind of something to think about. I'll say this in general when it comes to like designing non-gender conforming characters. It should be just like you should just design a character like you normally do, and then that kind of stuff comes secondhand. There becomes like a fine line you can like you get on when you start to like try and fit stereotypes about like NB or trans people, where it's like very dangerous to start being stereotypical about it. So a lot of times if you have a character that you want to be trans, just like kind of make it an afterthought, really. It's just like, oh yeah, and also they're this. So like personally, like I don't think you can add anything to a design to make somebody look, more like one thing, a pride pin. I mean, like, they're covered in rainbows. I feel like that kind of gives it away already. But one of the colors was rainbow. That's true. I don't know. I mean, I think that's kind of maybe something the creator can think of. I honestly think maybe the trans flag emoji isn't really a part of the design, and instead I'm seeing a lot more like cloud. Like if there's is there a cloud emoji? Is there a cloud emoji? Yeah, there is. I feel like maybe like a cloud instead, like with that bag, you know, feels like the second emoji more so. Or something about the spots. Maybe there's something about like spots because the character design has all these spotted patterns on it. Is so maybe there is a cow emoji. Maybe it's a cow unicorn. I don't know. Could be a cow unicorn. And then I think if it's a cow unicorn, then the spots make more sense, right? If it was that. So those are I think those emojis are better than the other ones. Yeah, they're just a jumping off point. I agree. So it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say, honestly, there becomes a point, especially if this person wants to use this character going forward, there comes a point where, like, you kind of have to move away from that, like, that starting point, right? Where you might, like, be, maybe you guys, I'm sure a lot of you have done this. You do, like, one of those drawing prompts, and you design something for a drawing prompt, and you really like what you drew, so you just keep drawing that character. But then sooner or later, the more you draw that character, the farther and farther away it becomes from that original drawing prompt, right? Yeah, so, you know, I feel like if this is something for this, too, where it's like the farther and farther away we get from the drawing prompt, the less those three emojis are going to have to do with anything about this character. And I think they're just kind of like a starting point. Okay. I think I have nothing else. Anybody else have anything? That's just like these are just like some starting things with the design. If not, we can move to the next one. Yeah, watching a character change over time is a little nutty sometimes. I know from this experience. All right. Okay, who's next? Let's see. All right, there is nothing given about this character, so we're skipping it. Okay, again, nothing given about it. Guys, give me 3 in a row where there was no information given. Okay. This one I can talk about. Here we go. Okay. This is from Awkward Angst. Here we go. This is one we can do. Alrighty. Zoom on in. Let's take a peek. Alright, this is Lavis. She's an alien who was once the personal guard of her planet's crown princess, but was exiled when the princess ran away. She is very competent in fighting styles, and her weapon of choice is a staff. Color under her eye is part of her planet's culture, where they have eyeliner to indicate their class. Advice on her outfit and other general design tips. Alright. Sure. We can talk outfit. This is giving me huge Steven Universe vibes. So let me pull up what some of those characters look like, because I feel as though outfit-wise, I think this character is a little too human with the clothes they're wearing, right? Like sneakers? Like aliens are not wearing sneakers. You know? I feel as though the Steven Universe gems are a really good example of like let me find the ones. Where are the ones from the planet? She's on her planet. I think she's just as exiled. So I mean, from what all I know is she's still on her alien planet. Let me just grab a bunch of these. Let me find. I want to find the ones from Jeez, that's a lot of gems. No, I want to find the ones from the planet itself, like not the Earth gems. Give me what are they called? There's a lot of pictures, but nothing is like everyone together. These are fan-made. They're cool, but they're fan-made. Okay. Can I see this image? This is a small image. Good enough, I guess. I don't want to make it smaller. Hold on. Okay, so I think a good example, because like the crystal gems on Earth have a little bit more of an Earth outfit going on, but a lot of the ones from like the space are very more, these are really crappy pictures. Never mind, I hate this picture, I'm not using it. They have a little bit more Tron vibes, you know, that like that future alien vibe kind of thing going on. Less so the like human look. Her design looks plain. I agree. She's also supposed to be like a soldier. So like I feel gems are a great example too, because a lot of these characters are soldiers and they have like very, you know, they got all the shoulder pads and all that stuff, you know. So I feel as though, let's do what I always like to do, is like make a list of things that could be added. And then a yes, including a weapon would be a great idea. I agree. Okay. So like armor, but maybe not full armor, but like, or half armor, something to show us like she was a guard, you know. She doesn't say strong. Okay, yeah, I think maybe I mean, like the gems don't tend to have, well, I don't know, bismuth has some thicker things going on, so I guess thickening out the character more, thicker body could help. Why am my tablet's really laggy? Armor, yeah, shoulder pads could be fun. Future, but well, again, we don't, that, you know, a good question is, I don't know what time period that this planet is. Futuristic, because it could be futuristic, but it could also be like medieval, you know, like it's about a princess. Why is my tablet, you know, because I feel like medieval could also be cool in like a different vibe, you know what I mean? Like they could go together. I like the color, the neon. I think the neon's good. What else? Anybody have thoughts? More detail in general. The weapon. Somebody said their weapon. Anybody else have any, like, thoughts on... I can do, like, a little sketch. Here. Like a vague dress-up game. A vague dress-up game. Yeah, it looks like a workout outfit. I agree. I'm looking at this one here, because that's a good one, I think. Yeah, there's not much story. That's true. Thicker. Give me those square, that big old square hands. Also, like, I will say something about aliens, which I have many aliens I've designed. I love designing aliens. Don't, you know, here's their staff. Don't be afraid to break proportions. They are an alien. So why must they have the same proportions as a human? You know, something to think about. Obviously, I will say this. The more humanoid they are, the more that people will relate to them. So if that's something you want, you can think about it. But also, it's like, it's an alien. So at the end of the day, like, all of those fundamentals that you learn about anatomy don't apply because that's human anatomy. And you're not making a human. Right? So, like, you can go absolutely buck wild when it comes to aliens. You don't need to do anything that looks remotely human-like. And I think that's the most fun that comes with aliens. When you just say, screw it, and you make something that doesn't look anything like other stuff, you know? So I think that's something that the artist yourself should think about. It's like, what can you do to, like, really go absolutely wild? Maybe we got, like, some boots instead. I feel like a lot of the time, like, boots are a little more spacey for some reason. That's more ballerina. What's a good bottoms? I mean, they could just be wearing, like... more armor. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I think really what we all came to the conclusion is, like, the outfit of it is really the thing that's got to be worked on, which, you know, they kind of brought up. I mean, you got colors. Colors can already give us alien, but I'd just say, don't be afraid to, like, to try even more of an alien look. It's an alien, so, like, maybe something even weirder than just 4 eyes and purple skin, right? Like, you have everything in plus, not even what's in the world, everything not even known to the world is open for you to use. So don't be afraid to kind of go nuts. That's why I find aliens to be fun to design, because it's like, who cares about the rules? It's an alien. All right. Let's move on, shall we? Unless anyone has any other last things, I think this one looks good. All right. Oh, I'm gonna have to skip this. I know nothing about Naruto, so I can't talk about this. I do not enjoy Naruto at all, so I don't want to give you feedback on something I can't talk about. So we're gonna skip that bad boy. Next two have no information. Okay. I don't know. Guys, right? Okay, there's nothing right about this character in 2. Guys, come on. Okay, does this have information? Okay, we could talk about this one. Finally. Alright, this is from Fishman. It is a bug. So if you don't like bugs, maybe look away now. Alright. Alright. Okay, so this character is based off of this bug. But it's part of a group of bug characters that all their friends have. Okay. It's a world full of bug people, and this is a chill guy. Alright, easy peasy. Okay. Alright, so I guess we can talk about, like, translating something that is real into something original. Because I think that's something that people do all the time. I think we saw, like, a moth character a while ago, too. So I will suggest, always, when you're going to base a character off of a thing that exists in the real world, you need to draw that real thing. So I want you to make, if you haven't done this, you're going to sit there and you're going to sketch this bug, and you're going to find other pictures of this bug, and you're going to draw this bug a lot. Like, you're just going to make a lot of bug drawings, okay? Because what that's going to do is it's going to get you used to the different, like, the different proportions of the bug, like where things land in relationship to one another. You're going to understand the anatomy of this bug way better if you try to draw it. Otherwise, you're kind of like, I mean, yeah, you can look at it, but it's not going to give you that same understanding as actually sitting down and like dissecting the look of said object. And this is not just bugs. Like, if you use an inanimate object to do something like this, I always suggest drawing that too. Even if you're combining, like if you have more than one thing that you want to turn into like a character, you should draw all those things, you know, because the pattern on this bug is extremely specific. And I feel like if you can understand that, as well as like the proportions of it, because we have like this really big butt, right, versus the tiny head, like those things are going to help you with your actual character itself. So let's talk about the character. I definitely think we need to see more bug in this design, which means like part of this outfit needs to show me the shape of that original bug in it. Okay. So again, like I said, that butt is the biggest thing. So having some sort of back part here, some maybe it's cloth or something that like can come down to be some sort of like back area. I feel as though that can definitely help 100%. It is not red. There is no like real red. It's all orange if I look at this bug. So stop, no red. There's no red in this bug. Whoopsie. That's the wrong layer. My bad. All right. That bug is an orange. A backpack, yeah, that could help, but I think it's more the abdomen, so it's like the bottom half of the bug, not so much the back. So this is an orange bug. This is not a red bug. All right. You're doing it here already, which is good, but there's no red in this bug. And then the pattern, the pattern's a bit off to me. It doesn't match what I'm looking at, really. Not to mention that the legs are also, right? The legs are the same as the arms, so this should have, the legs should have the same pattern as the arms do, because it's the same, right? Because that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because if you have two arms and two pairs of arms and then your 2 legs, that's 6 limbs, just like this is. So the legs should match The arms match the pattern. What else? I don't know if this airbrushing thing is fitting. It doesn't look airbrushed. And it's also not lining up. I don't know where this star came from, too. There's not really a star on this bug. Let's see. Now I'm gonna do this. Yeah, capes would be I feel like some sort of big cloak thing coming down the back would be an awesome addition to this. I agree. The head is orange. Yes. It's orange and then it's like really black. Like it's a dark black. I would say don't be afraid to push your blacks to be even darker. And maybe that could be the skin tone. Like maybe his skin is even darker, right? To like really push how dark this is. And his eyes are black. The bug's eyes are black. This is a terrible recolor. What did I just do? I made a monster. I'm so sorry. I'm just coloring. He looks so bad. Well, beautiful. Great. Look at that. Wonderful. We're making the colors of the bug. All right. So then we have this heart is a little more like right on the stomach. And then that white is here. I'm sorry. I just doodled it. And then we have, it looks like there's like a circle pattern. And then there's like these little loops. And then there's like this. And then there's like a yellow. It's like a golden yellow. Alright, I should like probably color this for realsies. I'm doing this on a different layer, so it is not lining up. Okay. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna copy this. Goodbye. Whoa, I got rid of everything. My bad. Okay. I'm going, whoa. Not my fault. I'm gonna like actually color it this time. Is it blackface if the character was already black? Does it count if we make a black person blacker? I don't know. Y'all in chat are wild. Like the bug's color is really dark. I don't see why we can't go darker for the skin. All right. The pattern. Is it, you're quoting that? Is it blackface if they're already black? I mean, it's a good question. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. So last time I checked, that's not how it worked. Where was I? Edges. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna write a list of what we talked about. Make it more bug. Make it more like the bug. Why am I so laggy? I'm sorry, guys. My tablet's extremely laggy today. Color pattern shapes. Okay. Yeah, that's my advice. Make it more bug. Thoughts, chat? Anybody else have it? I think that's makes sense. I mean, maybe not like how I did it, but definitely color it better than I colored it. I don't know what I did. Fill bucket tool does not always... Oh, wait, orange hair. The fill bucket tool and me are not always best of friends. Alright? Sometimes it's my enemy. We have our days. All right. Wait, I liked my bug doodle. I'm just gonna keep that. add cape thing. All right. Look. All right, let's move on. Bug over. No more bug. Who's next? Okay. All right, this is from Kazstar. Come on. There we go. We have a gremlin. Here we go. Listen. Okay. This is Maxim. He's a little short, chubby Russian guy who likes building stuff. Okay. But most of the stuff he builds tries to kill him. Oh, no. Okay. He was made in a lab and then escaped, and then he went to the U.S. Okay, so he's 16 in this picture. Okay. Everything... Okay, the hair and the eye color must stay. Okay. I like this character. Let's do a silhouette test. Because I feel as though the hair is doing all the work for us. Mainly in this silhouette. Yeah, that's like all hair. I don't think it's bad that it's all hair. My worry is like every time you draw this character, like those you're not gonna have the same pricks every time, you know what I mean? So I wonder if there's like parts, maybe how you pose him. Maybe if he was even more gremlin-y, right? Could be like if he had a gremlin. Let me doodle a gremlin pose for you. Whoa. Porcupine hair fits, make it shorter. Yeah, okay, shorter hair could also work. I think that could be a thought. Let's try it. No, not there. There's quite a few tangents, too. Okay. Yeah, we can read his body better now, too. If his hair's shorter. Alright, what do you guys think? Put the silhouettes next to each other. I feel like now with the hair shorter, we can see his body shape a lot better, too. Chat, thoughts? Any opinion either way? What do you guys think? People like the short? Yeah. I think it definitely shows us his body a little more, too. Yes. Silhouette is good. Yeah, I definitely think it helped the silhouette a lot, especially when you can see his hands. I feel like if he's like a little gremlin builder, he's gonna be doing like, oh, hello, my precious. Ooh. Like, yes. You know, like, I want to see the gremlin. Give me gremlin. Do you like my gremlin doodle? Short hair makes him even more chaotic. Interesting. Okay. So, I mean, honestly, I feel like the outfit's pretty solid. I mean, he's, like, futuristic, but also not. Like, he like, makes a bunch of robots, but he's in, like, the 1980s. So, like, steampunk. I feel like this says steampunk. 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 Which is, I think, kind of what you're going for. Honestly, did we all agree that maybe he just needed a haircut? Let's see what his colors look like. Oh. Alright, his hair color is the same color as his shirt. Okay, so maybe that's something we could talk about. Let's see if we can make his shirt a different shade. Maybe that will make the hairs completely different. Jeez, yeah, that's like the same gray, isn't it? He could be more dirty. Maybe. Maybe we make the shirt darker. Yeah, that helped a little. I think darker fits it. Yeah, darker shirt helps. Anything else similar? I mean, you're reusing colors, which I love. Ooh, the gold and the silver are almost the same. So I wonder if one of these could be, I wonder. What if this light is the light? Is it too white? A gradient on the hair? Maybe. I don't know if that's necessary. He does look like he cut his own hair, though. That's for sure. kind of like that. No, that was worse. Yeah, that's better. Okay, any other colors that are wonky? I think the rest are good. Okay. Alright, so I think just making sure that the colors are different enough and cut that hair off and you got yourself a cool gremlin. Anybody else have any thoughts? I stan him. Alright. Alright. I think we all like this dude. Let's move on. I don't have a personality for this character. Hold on. Okay. So I'm gonna have to skip it. There's no personality. Okay. There's multiple characters here. I can only do one of these. I just want to see which one to do. Sorry, I'm reading this. I'm trying to see if one of them will work. Okay, you know what? I'll have you guys vote. Alright, so you tell me which character sounds more interesting to you, and I'll put the picture with the three of them up, and then we can pick the picture that has the colored version, because the one I have is not colored. That has all three of them. So you in chat can vote. We'll do 1, 2, and 3. So in chat, you will vote. Let me get the picture real quick. I'll do the voting in the order that they are drawn in this picture to make my life easier, so I remember. Okay, so this is all from Toddy. We have 3 characters. They're all in the same world. Oh, okay. They specifically, okay, so they actually want 2 characters. There's 2 characters they listed they would like to talk about. So we will ignore the third one, which means it's the girl. Whoa, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So this is girl's gonna be number 1, and then number 2 is gonna be the one on the right. Okay, so starting with number 1, which is the girl. It's Hitomu. So the whole world that they live in is about dreams and imagination, and she lives in a town of nightmares, which is neighbors to the town of Dream. She is outgoing, confident, and she is 19. And then this guy, who is number 2, is Clyde. He lives in the town of Dreams, right? I guess? I think so. They're friends. They're all friends. He's bubbly, energetic, and friendly. Okay, so I guess it's, do you want to talk about a girl or a guy, chat? So, in chat, please type number 1 to talk about girl, or number 2 to talk about guy. And I will give you a couple seconds, like a minute to vote. So please vote. 1 for girl, 2 for guy. Okay, I'm seeing a lot, mostly 1s. Looks like 1 might have already won. Okay. Alright, looks like 1 is the winner. Unless anybody else votes. I don't think they're gonna beat it. Okay, let me get the colored version of her then. There's only 1 colored version of her. It's like a little sketch. That was loud. I had to like I had to think about that sneeze. Okay. My loud, aggressive sneezes. So I'm getting like anime high school vibe. Just in general from these characters. And I guess they're like supposed to be, the way they described it, like they're supposed to be characters who are like in the background of like people's dreams. So I guess it makes sense that they're like very generic because they're supposed to be generic. Because they're just supposed to be background characters. So I guess it's about nightmares. What makes something a nightmare? Because I feel as though like horror in general doesn't need to be blatant, right? And since we're going for like the school vibe, I mean, you could think about like, I mean, I'm sure everyone's had that dream about like forgetting your homework or something, and then everyone else laughs at you, so she can be the character who's laughing at you, or getting picked on by your school bully, right? So it's like, I guess generic's okay, but I wonder like, I don't know how to make them stand out more. I mean, like, I guess it's like, are they supposed to stand out? Because if they're supposed to be generic, generic can be good if it fits a purpose. Like, you know, the unsung hero. There's a reason like all anime boys look the same. It's because they're supposed to look like the viewer, so that the viewer, like the main character, all anime main characters who are boys, they always look so generic because you're supposed to be able to put yourself in their shoes. And that's the idea, where it's like you're supposed to relate to this person, and usually the main demographic for those animes are young, like teen boys, and they want the teen boys to feel like they could be the hero of the story. So they make the character look as generic as possible. So it's okay to be generic sometimes. I guess the thing is how scary is the nightmare? Because my god, why is my pen so laggy? Has nothing I've written has made any sense. Right? Because, like, is it, like, subtle? Is it blatant? Like, is it like jump scare? Like what kind of horror are we going for here? Is it like more like psychological? Like, that's a whole different vibe. Oh my god. My poor pen cannot write anything today. Why am I so laggy? Okay, these are thoughts. I guess understanding what you want your world's, like, level of horrorness and, like, their role in this world to be is then gonna guide you into the design. Because at this point, I feel as though what we have right now is like a basic. It's like the starting point, right? It's like, this is anime girl. Cool. But where do you want to take her from here? Where it's like, I don't think there's anything wrong with the schoolgirl vibe. She looks great. I think she's fine if you're just going for schoolgirl. But I think you want more than just schoolgirl. However, without you giving me that information, I can't really give you advice because I think you need to think about how you want to take the story. So that's kind of where my advice could end because it's now kind of up to you, right? To kind of think about what is this world that she is inhabiting and what's the role that she is going to play. Because there's ways you can change it. And a good research, I would say watch lots of horror. Of all different genres, like all types. Watch some like psychological stuff, watch some trashy Hollywood movies, watch some like go watch some Japanese horror cuz those are going to be really informative I think to you. Like go watch some like slasher movies, like just go watch some stuff and that's going to like give you that's like your research. Right? That's your research, is watching horror movies. There you go. That's homework. Watch horror movies. That'll help you a lot. Because there's so much types of horror that you can really take in. And even other horror anime can help you figure out what to go. There's a lot of bad horror anime, but some good ones that I can recommend if you want anime is... what's it called? I just blanked. No, these are all bad. Oh, another. That's a good one. I like another a lot. Is it School Days? That's a pretty good one. These are not what these are. Oh, Higurashi. That was what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Higurashi. That's definitely schoolgirl. Another and Higurashi are schoolgirl horror. Wonder Egg Priority isn't horror, but I think it fits the vibe. Maybe. Okay, that could work. I would consider Wonder Egg Priority to be horror. It's pretty horror-ish. Steins Gate's pretty good. I cannot write. Why is it so bad? Sorry, the lag on my tablet today is insane. Junji Ito, no. I would say do not watch the Junji Ito animes. Read the Junji Ito mangas, but if you want to watch an anime, do not watch the Junji Ito anime adaptions. They're terrible. Oh, Perfect Blue. I can recommend Perfect Blue, but I don't know your age. So if you are a minor, do not watch Perfect Blue. Just a warning. It's amazing, but it's not something you should watch when you're young. Don't watch it. Okay. It's top tier, but not for the youth. Oh, same thing with Paprika. Paprika, okay, so Paprika and Perfect Blue are two highly recommended horrors that you should not watch if you are under the age of 18. Just warning you. None of these are ones I recognize that are like really horror on this list. I do not consider Tokyo Ghoul a horror. Whoever wrote Tokyo Ghoul as being a horror has not watched Tokyo Ghoul. You're wrong. That is not a horror. What the heck? Oh, Pupa's disgusting. Don't watch that one. Oy. Oh, Elfin Lead. That's a good one. That's also kind of adult, though. Yeah, that's too adult. Sir Lane, yeah, that's also very adult. I think there's I don't know the age of this person, so I'm not gonna be recommending like a very adult horror to them. I think these four are like all age horror that are okay. So let's not recommend. I don't want to scar you guys. I don't want to recommend something and then you watch it under my recommendation and then like you're scarred forever. Like I don't want to be held accountable for traumatizing you guys. But hey, if you guys are down for the trauma, Elfin Lead, Serial Experiment Lane, two good shows that are extremely scared, like probably a little traumatizing, and then Perfect Blue and Paprika are two movies that will 100% traumatize you. So there you go. If you're up for it, but take my warning because my warning's there for a reason. Don't watch it if you're sensitive, just at all, like to anything. They are extremely terrifying in adult themes and a lot of horrible things happen in those things. Anyway, okay. Shall we move on? It just became the anime recommendation hour. Hello, this is long. Okay, we can do this. I'll shorten it. Alright. Hello? Man, the lag today is all over the place. Okay. This is from Just Clone. They're currently in the middle of making a fantasy world, and this is their first draft. Okay. So creatures that don't look human enough are seen as bad luck and are frowned upon, so she wears a poncho to cover up her appearance when she goes to towns. Considered giving her a full cloak that will cover her, and she's 21. Okay. Okay. She's a mix of a woodland elf and a werebat. She was left at the doorstep of a cabin in a magical wood. She became adopted daughter of a middle-aged scruffy man, Mr. Witherspoon. Wonderful. Which is a satyr. Cool. She's adventurous and resourceful. She likes to gather things in the forest. Sometimes Witherspoon would take her to the small village to get people experience. Friend of the baker. She likes to make wooden sculptures, tools, and likes to paint. Okay. Alright, alright. I guess I love the like design of this character that we're looking at so far. It's very strong. It's a little flat. But I wonder if that's okay. Hold on. I mean, it's not like terribly flat. I feel as though it works. I thought it was a bird at first. No, I think it's supposed to be a bat, right? Bat-like. I think it's more like a homemade bred creature. I don't think it's like anything. It's just generically bat-like. I think she's strong. I guess that, like, whole poncho thing, I guess I wonder, like, how much should be covered. I guess you already brought it up. But, does the head... I guess if they're not human-like, would you need the head to be covered, too? I feel as though that might be needed to happen. I think poncho... Well, what did I do? I deleted it. Come back. Okay. I think the poncho's cute, but I wonder if it should have, like, a hood. Because I'm worried that maybe her face is not human enough. You know? So I feel as though that could help. And maybe even a longer poncho could help. I'm literally drawing my OC right now. This is literally Osric. I have a character who's exactly like this, where he wears a big coat because his species are seen as evil. So, to talk to people, he wears a big coat. So when I draw him, he'll look like this. Great silhouette. Wonderful. So I wonder, in general, if maybe the poncho should just be longer. But I'm also, like, I really like the silhouette on the bottom half. So maybe not too long, because then it would cover too much of the bottom. So I guess it's like... I guess because their hands aren't human-shaped either. So I don't know how good glove wearing could be. So maybe when they go out in public, they have to wear, like, longer sleeves or long gloves or something. I guess I can write this down. How much body... I can't. The lag is killing me. I might have to end just because of the lag. I have to fix it. Because I need to work. And if it's going to lag like this, I can't work. I might have to restart my computer. Great. Anyway. I like that. A+. These doodles are all over the place. Gloves. Long poncho. Oh my gosh. I'm going insane with this lag. It's literally... Hello? What is wrong? Do I have to replace my tip? I might have to replace the tip on my pen. It's literally killing me. I don't know why it's so bad. And literally earlier, my videos weren't playing. I think there's something laggy with my computer. I might have to restart my computer. Because everything was lagging before I even started the stream. My starting screen was lagging. Isn't that great? They could do like a Sheik from Zelda. Maybe, yeah, you could do a hood. Maybe like a face covering of some kind. I wrote nothing. There were no words, I just wrote. I'm so sad. Okay, I think this is the last one. Because I'm going to have to refresh my whole computer. Alright. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Anyone else have any thoughts about this character? I feel as though the design's strong otherwise. I really like her silhouette. It's really strong. And I love her, like, batness. Like, she looks like an original creation. And those are hard to come by. So props to you for making something original. Chat, anything? She's cute. Yeah, I like her. All right, let me just see, like, we barely did any today. Let me see if there's anything, like, how far did we make it? Yeah, I made it really. Okay, we didn't make it that far. That's okay. I think I do need to end it because my computer has. So I'll tell you something. I didn't open my computer for 4 days and it died. So, like, because I never shut my computer off. I just let it go to sleep mode and then charge it when I need to. So I definitely had a lot. I have a lot of programs open too, which won't help because I have work to do. So I think I'm just gonna say she looks great. I'm gonna have to end the stream because of my damn tablet. I can't write anything, and I need to do work, and my tablet needs to work for me to do work. Okay. We didn't do that many. This was a short one. I think that's okay. Kind of slowly getting us back into the new year. Friday, I'm gonna be streaming, but I don't know what time yet. It might be a different time because I have to go do something on Friday, and I don't know when I'm gonna be back from that. So I will be streaming Friday. I will be working on my, I'll be coloring in all of, some more of my pit crew. If you weren't here, I'm making a pit crew. So you can come, I've colored quite a bit of it. So you can come and like watch me color a little more of it. And I definitely need my computer to work while I stream. Usually while I stream, I get a little bit laggier anyway. That's just because I'm streaming. But this was bad. This was bad lag. So I gotta fix this before I stream on Friday. Otherwise, I will be back on Tuesday for regular critiques. So be sure to be here for that. That's it. Like I said, I do want to do more of the, like, educational ones. I don't know. I was going to do them on Sundays, but I don't know if I'm always free on Sundays. So, anyway. Bye, everybody. I hope you guys had a chill time joining me today. It was a nice chill start to the year. If the video will be up for, like, 2 weeks here, I will be posting the full thing on YouTube. I have my YouTube VODs account that you can look at. I also will be putting more. I have to edit. It took me so long to edit the short ones. So those are coming once I slowly edit them, very slowly. But if you want just to watch the full things, you can do that on my YouTube as well. I have a YouTube channel for that now. But otherwise, I'll see everyone on Friday. Have a good rest of your day, everyone, and I hope you had a good new year, and hopefully this year is also good for you guys. Yay! Bye, everybody! As soon as I leave, it glitches again! This is great, guys. I'm sorry. Do you see this? This is great.